From the fast track to the first win of the season, we have a jam-packed show for you this week on 4 Wide Weekly. On Wednesday night, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series made their first trip of the season to the fast track, Rolling Wheels Raceway Park in Elbridge, New York. And leading the field to green on Wednesday would be the driver of number 13, Paul McMahon, as he would rocket out to a commanding lead. The 89G machine of David Gravel would try to mount a charge for the lead, but unfortunately for Gravel, his car would run into mechanical problems. He would pull pit side in the 89G. Once again on the restart, McMahon would again pull away as the 15 car of April Wilson gets over the berm in corner number 1 and tags the fence. Back underway, nobody was going to stop Paul McMahon on this day. In borrowed equipment, he gets his first World of Outlaws win of the season with a truck driver that he found on Facebook. McMahon gets the win over Delansky, Chad Kemenaugh, Danny Lasowski, and Steve Kinzer.
Wherever you go, your first one here at the Rolling Wheels Raceway. You've run decent here before, but tonight, what was the turnaround? We qualified well, and we got Cody Jacobs been working really hard on these Acura 4 shocks that we got on this race car, and he's been with me on the All-Star deal. It's only my third night in this car. We changed some shocks around, and it was just a world difference.
On Saturday, the series would move on over to the hard clay at Orange County Fair Speedway, and it was Steve and Craig Kinzer starting from row number 1 and leading the field to green. Father Steve in the Bass Pro Shops number 11 would pull out to the early race lead ahead of son Craig, as he would pull out to a multi-car lead heading into corner number 1. But Craig would eventually be able to take advantage of lap traffic to pull up underneath his father going into corner number 1, but the King of the Outlaws would slam the door shut going into that first turn. A number of caution flags would bunch the field up throughout the night, including this hit by Michael Parrott into the corner number 2 wall. He was okay, but what a hard hit. After the restart, Steve Kinzer pulls away, grabbing win number 572 of his career over Sammy Swindell, Frank Cozy, Darren Pittman, and David Gravel.
Do you feel like you guys are kind of hitting your peak now? I mean, 2 wins in a row?
It's really hard to say. It's hard to be consistent right now. I mean, we are chasing some things, but we're definitely running a little better.
From Orange County to Hagerstown, the series would move to Maryland for round 2 of the Casey Kane Challenge, with Paul McMahon leading the field to green, but it was Craig Delansky and Darren Pittman jumping to the high side of the speedway, and out in front in this one, it was all the Delansky and Pittman show at front here at Hagerstown. But as it would turn out, it would be all the crowd pleaser as he would power his way on to victory over Pittman, McMahon, Stevie Smith, and Craig Kinzer.
When you're leading, you don't know how big a lead you have. So I felt like there was a couple times we got held up in lap traffic and thought it cost us. It probably did cost us, but I worked a couple different ways to try to pass lap cars, and I was able to make some work on the bottom, and then run some down on the top, and then able to slide them going into turns 3 and turns 1. So again, anytime you win, as I always say, it's always a team effort. And
as they have done for 25 plus years, Steve Kinzer and Sammy Swindell battle at the top of the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series standings. Kinzer holds an 18-point lead over Slammin' Sammy. Donnie Schatz, Joey Saldana, and Craig Delansky sit in the top 5 ahead of Craig Kinzer, Chad Kemenaugh, Cody Derrick, Kerry Madsen, and Lucas Wolf. The World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series hits the primetime lineup with the Outlaws Showdown at the dirt track at Charlotte on Friday night with a live broadcast on the Speed Channel. Racing gets underway at 8 p.m.
It's one of those tracks that even as it slicks off, the times are still the same. So it's super fast, and it was a little difficult to get used to at first.
It usually has one line that's always faster than the rest, so if it's around the bottom, it's hard to go around the outside of somebody because you're almost on an arc all the way around. It's real close to being a circles.
It's tough. You got to get qualified good. You got to have a lot of things going right for you. you know, it's a quick track. You carry a lot of speed around there, and you just got to have your car set up good. You got to be running good, and you got to have a lot of luck your way, too.
I mean, it's definitely nice to get a TV show in where the fans that don't normally get a chance to watch us get a chance to watch it on TV, as well as for all our sponsors and partners involved with our race team. You know, it's always good to get them on TV as well.
Nah, you race to win, whether it's TV, no TV, and you know, probably more so the fan interaction. You know, when you're there racing, you don't know the cameras are there and those things, and you know, we just look forward to having a great race.
On Memorial Day, the series takes to the high-banked 3/8 mile Lawrenceburg Speedway. The last time the series was there was in 2009, with Donnie Schatz getting the win. Cars take to the track at 6 p.m. Coming up after the break, we put the fenders on and go World of Outlaws Late Model Series racing.
Friday, Charlotte will tremble.
Here we go, green flag for the sprint car.
As these winged warriors of dirt square off in an outlaw showdown.
What's he gonna have to do to win tonight?
When these 850 horsepower beasts are set loose, the earth will be torn and heroes will tumble.
Oh, look at that!
Oh my! The World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series, live Friday night, 8 Eastern, part of racing's greatest weekend on Speed.
Welcome back to 4 Wide Weekly as we take a look at the World of Outlaws Late Model Series standings through May 5th, and it's still Darrell Lanigan leading the way over Rick Eckert, Chubb Frank, Shane Clanton, and Bub McCool. In the top 5 currently in the late model standings, Timmy McCready, Vic Coffey, Clint Smith, Pat Dorr, and Mike Marlar round out your top 10. Friday night, the series heads full throttle into the Wayne County Speedway in Ohio, qualifying getting underway at 6:30 p.m. After that, on Saturday night, the series takes on the quarter-mile semi-banked Tyler County Speedway with the Jackpot 100. Action will get underway at 7 o'clock. The series will wrap it all up on Sunday night with the Ripley Race Fest at the I-77 Raceway Park for the first ever visit of the World of Outlaws late models to that speedway. Hot laps will start at 6 p.m. The Jackpot 100 boasts a top prize that ranks the 3rd richest on the late model series season. We caught up with Mike Marlar about what makes the track and event so special.
Oh, well, I mean, it seems like I've been there twice, actually 3 times once it got rained out. But anyway, it's been pretty racy both times. I know the first time we was there, we actually track rubbered up, and you could actually, one of the few tracks I've raced that people was racing 2 or 3 wide in the rubber, and on some occasions. So, anyway, seems like it's a pretty good place to race, and it's got a little dust to deal with, but that kind of makes the racing good. It kind of keeps the groove moving around a lot. So it's kind of one of them places that you can't really camp out in one spot of the track. You got to really search the whole time, so it makes for good racing. It just seems like a place where everybody has fun. I mean, you look around and everybody's riding their 4-wheelers, and a lot of family time going on there, it looks like, and just seems like a fun place. And those guys up there in that area are really big race fans. So and these guys that's got a hold over here and doing the raffle and the drawing and all that stuff, it's just got a lot going on. It's just kind of a awesome race atmosphere, but also, it looks like a good time party atmosphere also.
The action, the battles, the excitement. Get ready for 800 horsepower of ground-shaking racing. The Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modifieds are coming to your town. Be there to witness the mighty Big Blocks.
Returning to Rolling Wheels Raceway Park for Dirt Car All-Star Weekend. Tickets are on sale now. All tickets include a free fan pit pass. Get your tickets now at RollingWheelsRaceway.com. Sunday, May 27th, Rolling Wheels Raceway Park, Route 5, Elbridge. Welcome back to 4 Wide Weekly. This time we take a look at the Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modified standings, and it's the Doctor, Danny Johnson in 27J, leading the way over T-Bone, Justin Harris, Brett the Jet Hearn, Super Matt Shepard, and Jimmy Phelps in the 98H. Larry White, Billy Decker, Rob Bellinger, the Hurricane, Steve Payne, and Alan Johnson round out your top 10. The series has been idle for the past few weeks, but that all changes with the Hall of Fame All-Star Weekend at Rolling Wheels Raceway Park. The event gets underway at 2 p.m. with the Dirt Car Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. The spotlight then moves down the road to the fast track, with qualifying getting underway at 5:15 p.m. The UMP Dirt Car Modifieds are in full swing this season, with Devin Gilpin currently leading the point standings. over Nick Allen, Trent Young, Jamie Lomack, and Tyler Neasley. J.R. Mason, Gary Cook Jr., Ray Bollinger, Mike Harrison, and Aaron Klein round out the top 10 in the modified standings. Shifting over to the UMP late model national standings, and it's Dwayne Kiefer holding down the number 1 spot on top of Brandon Shepard and Jim Moon. Kevin Weaver and Scott Schmidt will round out the top 5 currently this season. Bobby Pierce, Ryan Unziker, Michael Kluse, Jason McBride, and Chris Shelton round out your top 10. Be sure to tune in next week to 4 Wide Weekly, as we will have a full recap on the World of Outlaws Sprint and Late Models and All-Star Weekend for the Super DIRTcar Big Block Modifieds.